Let's check the stream, see if we're not clipping or anything like that. Stream manager. Whoa. Stream preview. We are very small, aren't we? I don't know. There's a lot of space, like dead space on it. Let me look. Let me look. Live. Oh no, it looks good. Just gonna drop the thing here. Cool. We can get subs now. Let me try to sub to our channel. Subscribe. Bam. Prime sub. Boom. Bring. Yes. It worked. But I don't hear anything. I should hear something. Test widgets. Sometimes it takes a while. You never subscribe to Twitch, right? Test widget. Not working. Maybe I have to add the damn widget. It's already there. I say damn. Whoops. Sorry. That's the kind of day it is. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. 4 viewers? Who? I'd like to know who. Me and you. Profile. Hmm. Where's the chat? Where's the chat? Tap to watch. Yep. Where's the chat? I'm gonna go at. Nope. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, let's just start. Okay. Got three. Me, you, and okay. We're here. You're here, Ube. Maybe we. What? What? You have echo? Okay. Let me see on my story. Let's put it up. Let's put it up. We are now live. Put it in my Insta. Leave a new note. Now live on twitch.tv. Can't hear Nigel. Oh, she can't hear you, man. Can you hear him now? Can't hear Nigel. I can hear Nigel. Oh yeah, say something again, man. Mm-mm. Nope, you're not coming through on my desktop audio. Uh-oh. Don't sing. He's singing. All because you can't hear him now, and then when you can hear him, he won't be singing. Okay. Okay, can you hear him now? Nope, I don't see it going on the desktop audio. God, why? We can usually hear. Oh, that's annoying. Screen capture, window capture. Visible on both stream and recording. Yes, we need to record this because this is gonna be a good one. Then I don't know. I don't know. What? Ah, hmm. Window capture, screen capture, window capture, screen capture. Duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, rabbit season. What? When I push test widgets, my widget's not working. That's irritating. Can't hear you, man. That's a problem. That's a problem. Oh. Hold on. Maybe I have to do something with my desktop to hear you. Why would I have to redo it though? Whatever. Let's look. Oh my God, it might be time for me to go by the time we even get on this system. Ugh. Hmm. Hmm. I sad. I sad. Okay, we are supposed to be doing. So, hi, hello, Bagel. Uh, yep. Lil Lewis. Good morning, Lil Lewis. Oh, is that that? I'm not gonna say your real name. I think I know who it is. Just put it that way. Hi, we're gonna talk about NepiPen if we can get Nigel's mic to work. Please work. Oh my gosh. Go say something else, Nigel. Pre-roll ads are disabled for 32 minutes. Okay. Everybody loves ice cream. What? Test, test widgets. My widgets. Oh, desktop audio's kind of working when I hit bits, but I don't hear it. Odd, 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 odd little monkey. Odd. If you are not already following, please follow. Yes. Sad. So sad. Oh, I can't hear anything either. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Audio. You know what? I had to update Zoom and it had some things going on with it. So, okay, I can hear that. Test, test. Oh, I've been trying to set this up for an hour. That's not even funny. I'm sad. Hey, sign off, sign back on maybe. Okay, we're gonna talk. I'm just gonna say what. Oh my gosh. Let's record it on Zoom so at least we can put it on oh my gosh, this is funny. Not funny, but it's really sad. I'm gonna record it if I can. Hey, Pocoyanse, are you coming on? Maybe it'll work when you come on. Today we're talking about traditional Chinese medicine, and I'm gonna give you a preview since are you guys can you guys hear me at least? Can anyone hear me? Hmm. Recording in progress. Wrong place. I have to record to the cloud. Uh, uh, uh. Recording is in progress, but wrong place. Hold on. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Record to the cloud. Still no Nigel. They can't hear you. I'm so sad. This is the whole point. Monitor audio levels. If the bars are moving, you're outputting audio. If the bars aren't moving, you're not. Desktop audio. Because I can hear you. What? What? There has to be something. Channels, audio, desktop audio device. Let's try this. Okay, say again. Say something again.
Hello, speaking. Coming to you live, Southern California.
Yeah.
It's
No. Mic off. Okay. Mic. Right on. Can you guys hear Nigel now?
coming to you live, Southern California. It's the Dr. Masako Morning Show.
Haha. Hey, you should be the intro guy.
Mhm.
There we go. I can. I can
Oh,
what?
little engine that could.
I
Hello.
can. I can.
Flip it.
I'll clip it. Clip what? Okay, now Charisse can focus on clipping. You guys can hear Nigel?
He did a good intro, so I was
Oh,
saying
okay.
You are.
intro if
Right
that helps
on.
later.
Okay, so let's talk about herbs. Everybody's been waiting to talk about herbs. If you are here, welcome. Do people from Instagram know I'm live? Did you put something on there like you usually do or not?
I'll post it.
Okay, cool. So we'll give them a little bit. Who, if you could, who here um has an interest in herbs? We're gonna go the first hour. Usually we do beginner stuff, but I have to leave after the first hour today. On Wednesday, if you're here and you remind me, we can go and do more herbs. I have a couple of herbs to propagate, which means I took clippings and I'm going to root them and grow them. Yeah. So I have a mint plant, two mint plants at home. One is a mojito mint, and
Mm.
one is a Mexican mint, which is probably not its official name, but I bought it from the farmer's market and then I propagated it. And now my yard, there's a lot of it and it's delicious. It's probably my favorite one to pick and just steep. Yes, Nigel, I saw a
I'll be right
finger
back. I'll be
and
right
then
back.
he's
I'll be right
gone.
back.
Okay. Uh, okay, no one says that they want to talk about it. Well, we're going to talk about it anyway because something interesting happened to Nigel this weekend that we're going to talk about. Hmm. I also may show if I can get. I brought a table from Los Angeles, and I might show the how I select for propagation, how I select the herbs for propagation, and we're going to grow something that's quite easy to grow, which is mint. I love mint. Um, we streamed live from the South Coast Botanical Garden this past Wednesday. We didn't get to go to the mint section, but they have all kinds of different mint there. Maybe we can go do that next time I'm in town in August.
I didn't know
Uh,
they had mint.
oh, they have a whole section. You can bring your daughter. We can bring her in, and she can smell all the different ones. There's the chocolate one I like. I think there's an orange one.
Mm,
Yep. There's regular mint. There's lemon mint.
that
All
sounds
kinds of
good.
mint. It is. It is definitely. My friend that came with us, her mom gardens so well. She has a green thumb, and she gave me so many mints, but they're dead now because I wasn't good at gardening. So you don't have to be good at gardening straight away. You could practice. All right. Who is, what is going on? Oh, Nigel's here. Nigel's in Hawaii. Got
Hmm.
it. Okay. Sharice is in Norway,
For the ninth.
and I'm the only one stuck in Las Vegas. All right, man. Like, so this morning I called Nigel and I was about to ask him how he was doing because we had a little incident at the farmer's market yesterday.
Mhm.
Um, he is amazingly allergic to sunflower seeds.
Oh my God.
If we can find that video at the Green Temple when he had the meatloaf, like the vegan
Mm.
meatloaf, his ears turned dark and a bit purple and red at the same time. The veins that were coming through his ears were purple, which says to me poison, because we have been filming a lot of ear massage, right? So I get a lot of information from the color of the ear, the texture of the ear, and the feel of it. And when I was sitting down with at lunch with Nigel, um, he said, "Oh, my throat feels fuzzy, or my tongue feels fuzzy and fat." And then he felt a little nauseous. So I didn't know what was going on. And he said, I told him to then go throw up, if you feel nauseous. But it was a little bit weird because he started turning a different color. So he finally thought about it and said, I think my mom gave me a granola bar when I was a kid and the same thing happened. How did you figure out it was sunflower seeds?
I don't have a logical answer to that question. It like felt like I was like, I think it's sunflower seeds because I remember reading the back of the bar label, and I mean, I'm not trying to be weird, but it just jumped out at me. And it turned out, so we tested it later at the dojo because, of course, the vegetarian steak has all kinds of ingredients in it, right? So
Hmm.
with the sunflower seed itself, of course, we have herbs and stuff, so it wasn't a problem. But I ate it, and it turned out to be what was giving me the allergy. And I
Hmm.
don't really know. It just sort of was like I just had a feeling.
No, I mean, your body has intelligence. You got it right though. So, the body has intelligence from everything that's on there. Okay, so how are you doing? Just
Well,
pretend we're on the phone. Yeah.
this morning, I feel a little bit. I guess you would call it like a little bit bloated, like a little bit bloated. I'm not. I have a feeling of hunger in my mouth, but like my body doesn't want to eat, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
the idea of eating is like I want to fast. Like my body feels like being hungry feels good. So um I might see if I can scrounge up another ginger ale. I had two ginger ales last night, and it sounds good, feels good thinking about it. So I might see if I can find one somewhere. Other
Have you
than
tried
that,
green tea?
I have not tried Greek tea.
Green tea is a pretty good neutralizer.
Okay.
A lot of herbs that here's a clip. I'm just warning you, Cherise, in advance. Here's a clip. A lot of herbs and a lot of herb formulas that we prescribe should not be taken with green tea. So it's a really good bet to not take your herbs with green tea because I know it's quite popular these days, matcha and everything. But green tea can be a nice neutralizer. So the herbs are not that inexpensive. So you might not want to neutralize your herbs, your medications, but sometimes you might, like in Nigel's case where he had something he's allergic to. Green tea might help take it out. Another um, substance that is pretty neutralizing are apples. Apples are naturally detoxifying. On our Toxic Weight Be Gone diet, we use apples to reset the body. Like he feels bloated. I feel bloated for different reasons, but um, yeah, apples sound like a good idea. How does that feel to your body if you ask your body?
I think it feels good.
We
Yeah,
might try that and report that maybe on Wednesday. No, you have work on Wednesday. So anyway, you want to tell the folks what happened to you yesterday?
yes, I will tell the story. Um, so I made some friends. I'll kind of, abbreviate a little bit. But for context, I made some new friends who do smash burgers, and I'm a vegetarian at the moment. So I asked them if they had a veggie option. He said no, but hey, we'll bring it for you next week. And I was like, that sounds great. I'll definitely get it for you. And I did. And to their credit, it was a great burger. It was delicious. But then I started to feel that feeling in my tongue, and I was like, oh no. Right?
What does it feel
So
like? Just explain
it
to the folks.
feels kind of like you have things crawling inside the surface of your tongue and your throat. Like teeny little tiny mites are like crawling everywhere in
Mm,
your, but like not necessarily like deep in the tongue, like the surface, like inside the surface, not on the surface, but inside the
yeah,
surface.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Like a little numbing. You were
yeah,
describing it
like,
as like kind of numb and fuzzy,
mhm.
like
And you
like
get,
a few years back. That's how you described it.
yes, fuzzy and numb is another, yes, that is true. And also you kind of get this sort of feeling like, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but kind of like you're being stabbed. Like you get like, not, it's not painful, but it feels almost like you have like an artifice inside your your like track here. Like you have like a thing that's like lodged in there, and it starts to have this feeling of constriction in that area. And if you let it go on, you're like, my body, or at least I'll speak for myself, like my body kind of feels like it's starting to implode. Like
Oh,
I have like this feeling of like it's not very descriptive, but it's from the inside is the point I'm trying to make. It's like it's from the inside that you get this sort of like sucking inward feeling. It's subtle. It doesn't like come out strong out the gate. It ramps up. So I ate about half of the maybe a little bit less than half the burger. A little bit less than half the burger. And then I was like, all right. So I took NepiPen, took about 6 grams to
uh-huh,
start. To
uh-huh.
start, I took about 6 grams.
What is
And
NepiPen?
NepiPen is right here. NipiPen is a herbal blend that we do provide for everyone here at Misako's. Um, it has been used to treat food allergies. I've used it before, obviously myself. We also had a certain instance of a woman who had what she presumed to be a bite from an insect or something, and she took this and she reported. I don't have picture evidence, but she reported that the swelling and the reaction from that bite went away. So, from what I understand, I'm not a doctor, not an herbalist myself, but it's for like
Check
detox,
it.
like poisoning
Yeah,
emergency.
yeah. Check your camera because I kind of can't see it that well.
Oh, okay. Is it? Let's see.
Yeah, that's
Is
good.
is
Mm-hmm.
that good?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, maybe. That's nothing. Okay, but
Okay, so you took NepiPen.
I did.
How much?
I took about, I would say about 6 grams, about 6 spoons, just to start.
And just to
Yeah.
let people know, 6 spoons is about a tablespoon.
Yeah. So
We have
I would
we
take,
have a we have a spoon that we give you, which is half a teaspoon. So he took 6 of those. And that equals 1 tablespoon. Okay.
And I would say maybe like half an hour. I filmed myself yesterday and I reported like about half an hour afterwards is when, and I will try to be as demure with my language as possible, but I had to use the
Ah, just
restroom
just
to
talk. Just talk.
puke. So I felt my body is like it's time to throw up right now. So I went to the bathroom and I throw up. I will describe the process. So I made myself throw up. I had to throw up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like making myself throw up for any kind of feeling of, you know, anything other than what my body is urging me to do. I'm not making myself throw up out of the feeling of like, oh, I want to throw up. Like I have to throw up.
Yeah.
But it won't come out by
You
itself.
should.
So
You should too because you've been poisoned.
again, just I'm gonna be full graphic because in case this helps somebody.
Go.
I
Go.
stick my finger down my throat and that is how I do it. I stick my finger down
Okay.
my throat. Sometimes I imagine something disgusting, and that will help it to come out. So
So how long from the time you ate it to the time you threw up? How long was it? How long did it take you to recognize that, uh-oh, there's sunflower seeds in here?
that's from the time I was eating the burger until I
Mm,
actually felt the sensation.
yeah.
Probably like like 5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty fast.
Yeah.
So it's for like the people who have those serious allergies. We haven't tried it on peanut allergy. We just haven't had someone with a peanut allergy try it. But but you have tried it on your friend. I forget his name, but doesn't matter. Don't
Yes.
don't out him. Um,
Okay.
you were in Chinatown, something something, and then somebody ate something bad, and then you gave it to one of your friends.
Yes, he did eat something bad. I don't know what it was, but it doesn't matter. He ate something and then he took the herbs and then he threw up as well. Um, we had to find a bathroom in Little Tokyo and we did, and
Oh,
it was
that's where
a
you were. Okay.
yeah. Mm.
Well, not just, and then after you threw up,
So after I threw up, I threw up. I went to the restroom to throw up 3 times. The first time I threw up, I probably was in there for maybe 15 minutes. The second time, and then I came back, and then I started to feel really sick again, and I went back, and I was in the bathroom probably for 45 minutes.
okay,
Having, mm,
so the first time this happened to you when we were at Green Temple, as not the first time it happened to you, but the first time I was there,
mm,
you did try to throw up many times. So I want to make the distinction that the NepiPen is the thing that's helping you get better, not just throwing up,
yes,
right? Because people will say, "Oh, I got something bad and I just threw up and I felt better."
mm,
But you did, when we didn't know what was going on, you had gone to the bathroom several times to throw up um, at the restaurant we were at, and
mm,
it wasn't helping you. You were getting worse. Um, you looked a different, your face, your skin turned a different color. Your
mm,
ears, like I was saying, was like red and purple with red with purple veins, right? So it's not just the throwing up that's making you feel better. It's the herbs. Without the herbs, I think you have to go to urgent care. I think your throat would close up.
yes,
And yep. So okay.
yeah. Thank you for that because it is true when a detail that I'll add as well is when I was throwing up at Green Temple all those years ago, nothing much was coming out. I wanted to throw up. I tried to throw up, but it couldn't. But when after taking the NepiPen, I could throw up a lot, and it was like I think taking the NepiPen um like gave my body the ability to get rid of the poison. It's not really poison, my body just thinks it is, but it. So the NepiPen is like um it is just super essential for anyone, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's super essential for anyone who has a serious food allergy to have this on hand, because you may avoid a 911 call. I think if I didn't have this, I would be probably lying in a hospital bed at the moment, from a burger. And again, I know I have a sunflower seed allergy. I know that vegetarian products often have sunflower seeds, especially these protein ones, right? And I didn't think of it. I didn't think to ask it. I will be full transparency. It didn't even cross my mind until I was chewing on that burger and I was like, oh no. So if it happens to you, it happens to me. And I know I have an allergy. So um, but yeah, the NepiPen is a lifesaver. And this happened to me before too when I had this burger at I'll try to tell a short story. So it was years ago, my aunt's birthday. I went to this vegetarian vegan restaurant and I got this burger. And this time, not the time that we're talking about at Long Beach, but the time before at this restaurant, I had a funny feeling about the burger and I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of sus. I only took like a little bite of the burger and I started feeling it. And then I took NepiPen right away, probably like maybe 2 to 4 grams, which is like maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons. And I went to the bathroom. I think I threw up a little bit, and it was basically over. But in this instance, I ate, I would say, a little bit less than half that burger, and I took much more NepiPen. I ended up in total probably taking about maybe 8 to 10 grams, which is like a teaspoon and change. Um, or not, sorry, a tablespoon and change. Sorry, tablespoon and change. Uh, and one thing that Dr. Masako coached me to do was, see if it still tastes good. And
See if
so
what still tastes
I
good.
took the NepiPen, excuse me, see if the
Okay.
NepiPen still tastes good because it has a reputation for tasting pretty bad.
If you
But
don't
when
need
you,
NepiPen, it's horrible.
yeah,
Horrible. When you do need NepiPen though, it tastes fine. The same thing
it's,
happens with Sugar Fiend, I find.
mm,
When people have like high blood sugar and they take Sugar Fiend, they're like, "Oh, it tastes great." And I'm like, "This is one of the worst tasting things you could have." I think because their tongue is already sugar coated. Anyway,
mm.
sorry, continue.
But yeah, it's funny. It kind of, when you need it, it kind of tastes like chocolate a little bit because it has the bitterness, but it's like an enjoyable bitterness, like how you eat chocolate and there's a certain sweet aspect to it. It's a welcome feeling. I mean, for those of you or us who are like concerned about the taste of the herbs, and I have had my bouts of that too. Man, I'm telling you, when I'm having a reaction, I don't even care about no taste. I don't even think I register a taste. I'm just like, at
Mm,
this point, like I know I need to you know, quickly heal myself. Otherwise there could be serious consequences. One thing I did not experience on this particular round of because I knew what to do immediately and I took the NepiPen immediately is my throat didn't close. So I did not get to that step. I took about, again, tablespoon of NepiPen, half a burger. My throat did not close. I did not experience feelings of choking,
ugh.
besides what the kind of discomfort you feel in the tickling and the little kind of like wiggly constriction feeling you feel. But this is not the same as straight on choking, because when I was at that Green Temple, I was like, it was like someone was holding my throat closed.
Yeah,
And
because we didn't know what was going on when we were at Green Temple. By
mm,
then, that was like our first, your second or third, but my first interaction with that, I was like, "What?" And then I was gonna drive you to the hospital, but we stopped by the dojo first to get NepiPen in you so that we didn't even call it NepiPen back then. It's a formula, a gnarly Chinese formula called Huanglian Jie Du Tang. So if we happen to get TCM students here, Huanglian Jie Du Tang, and they don't have time to cook it for themselves before they drink it. Not necessarily. I recommend these granules because they are ready to go. And I cannot guarantee that another brand would have the active ingredients so well tested. I get mine from Evergreen. So if Evergreen sells to other acupuncturists. So if you have a license, if you're a licensed acupuncturist, herbalist, You can get it from evergreen.com, the Chen family. They make excellent herbs and their testing is excellent and you can count on them. So we named it NepiPen because EpiPens were going up in price. There was a time where EpiPens were all over the news. I think they were what, $300, $500, one time use,
Hmm.
and you got to stab yourself to boot, right, with a needle.
Hmm.
So I knew from my education in Chinese medicine that Huanglian Jedu Tang is for toxins. Strongly gets rid of toxins, especially Huanglian. It's made of four herbs, Huanglian, maybe Huangbai, and not Da Huang, is it? It can't be Da Huang. Huanglian, Huangqin.
I
Wait,
have
wait.
right here. Huang
No,
Qin.
wait. Let me do. Hold on.
Mm.
Huangqin, Huanglian, Huangbai, Zhizi. For sure, Zhizi. Because Zhizi clears the heat from the blood, like immediately. Zhizi is Gardenia fructus, or the like rose hip. You know how you have rose hip fruits? You have rose hips or gardenia hips on gardenia plants, and it strongly removes heat from the blood, which toxins produce, So it's a detoxifying formula, Huanglian Jiedutang. Huanglian itself is super expensive and prized in China for its detoxifying effects, especially of the gut. I do not recommend you necessarily play with these yourself. Um, let's put that on record. I do not recommend you mess with these by yourself without someone showing you how to do it. Get on Twitch, ask me questions at the very least, right? You can hurt yourself by making your body too cold, and you can ruin your digestion over time. But when you need it, my gosh, nothing takes its place. I was ready that day at the Green Temple Day. We have it on video somewhere. Have you ever found that video? We ever
I, you know what? I vaguely remember some years ago you said that you'd found it on one of your computers.
crap. Sorry,
Um,
you can delete that part. Good luck for me finding it. Okay. Um, I should just give it to you. Anyway, I remember that day being ready to drive you to the hospital to the emergency room and going back to the dojo to get Huanglian Jiedutang to give you to hold you over so we could get to the hospital.
mm,
And then you started to feel immediately better after the first dose, and your throat started to open up. You started
mm.
to be able to breathe. You couldn't hardly breathe then. We had other people there too. I think Shakti was there that day. Someone was
I
there
think
that day
it was.
watching you.
Miss Walters, I believe, was there as
We
well.
were we were like videotaping this whole process because we just happened to be doing vegan restaurants. We
Yeah,
just
how
happened
weird.
to be blogging vegan restaurants. And so we had the camera out. We have the whole thing on camera. You don't even know how purple you were, but you were quite purple. And so we gave you quite a large dose. And then we waited and we gave you another dose. And we used your tongue as a indicator as to how much herbs you needed. So when you said, "Oh, it tastes kind of good," we were sort of scared at first, right? We were sort of scared at first to give it to you because it tasted so bad. So I'm like, dude, if he can't drink this, then we have to go to the emergency room. So you said, "Oh, it tastes kind of good," and we all looked at each other like, "Oh shoot, he's gonna die." Like he's hallucinating already. So yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to make you nervous. I was like, "Uh-oh, something wrong." And then you started to recover, your ears started to get better. Um, you started to report feeling better. I think you went to poop or something like that. And then you felt weak, but at least you were alive.
Mm,
So anyway, we call it NepiPen because it's for the non-epi pen. It's an EpiPen that you don't have to stab yourself with. So I think we named it fairly soon after that to NepiPen. And we thought everyone who has a NepiPen or an EpiPen needs this. It's cheaper. It's you don't even need as much as he's holding up. That's 120 grams he's got there.
Hmm.
How many grams do you think you took total this episode?
Like 8 to 10 grams, perhaps.
Mm, so $8 to $10. It's about $1 a gram, or how much do we sell it for? $2 a gram. How much do we sell it for?
At this size,
No, and
it
no, that, if they're gonna buy 10 grams, how much is it?
it would be like it'd be like about yeah, right around $10 or $11.
Yeah, we're about $10, $11 instead of 300 to $500.
$800. Yeah,
Is it
I
800 bucks an EpiPen
wait, hold
now?
on. I remember because I did the research. Do you remember when we were doing those? We did presentations on
Uh-huh.
the products.
Yeah, we would
I've done
research.
research at the
Yeah.
time, and I had all these like links saved. I'll see if I can. They're probably still somewhere I could
Oh,
access.
you did the EpiPen
Yeah, I did
research
the EpiPen research, so
because you almost died.
I made a presentation on it, and I see if I can find it. But yeah, so I did price comparisons and everything, and yeah, the thing is like you get. I mean, to put my salesman hat on for a moment here, you'll get for a literal teensy fraction of the price, you get multiple uses for something that you don't necessarily, again, in terms of I'm in public, I'm literally sitting at a booth where people are passing by, and in between bouts of going to the bathroom and taking herbs, I'm like helping customers. So you don't have to, you don't arouse any kind of unwanted attention. Like a guy taking herbs at the herb booth is not arousing unwanted attention. For those of us, and I count myself in this, for those of us who feel self-conscious sometimes about, how others see you in public and whatnot, if that makes a difference for you, then you just like whip it out, make a little. You just look like you're taking a drink of water. They don't have to see what's in the cup, and even if they did, who cares? It's medicine, you know. So
You
it's
mean, are you referring to not looking like you're stabbing yourself with a pen?
yeah, because then people may look at you like, oh, what are you doing?
Or they may call the 911 on you.
Yeah, yeah.
You might have to waste like a whole day going to the hospital.
Hmm.
And then you'll sit there and then you'll be fine. Yep,
Hmm.
good. You can get this on our website, masakos.com. And I think we may be able to add it to our store. I see an
Which
app
one?
store. We may be able to add it to our Twitch merchandise section. So if you want to add some herbs to
Oh,
the merchandise section, that's fine. And if Nigel, you find that presentation, that's good. I also teach herbs and how to feel the pulse. Oh, by the way, Nigel, when I was on the phone with you, he felt his own pulse and he
I
called
did.
me and he told me what was up. Okay, go ahead.
Should I say? Sorry,
You
okay.
sh
So, basically, okay. So I'm gonna try to put the events together in order in my head. So at its worst, I would say my pulse, like I had a high pounding stomach. That's for sure. High pounding stomach. I had thin kidneys on both sides that were high, not like uber high kidneys, but like not where they're supposed to be. I had a low-ish heart, not again, not super low, but not where it was supposed to be, and a thin, high liver. So that was what it at its worst. That's what it looked like. Now, as I took
pounding, right?
yes, pounding, yes, ma'am.
Pounding because he's poisoned. So alcohol,
The
if you drink alcohol, your pulse is going to look similar, except not so thin. It'll be pounding for sure.
hmm,
Mhm. If you're alcohol poisoning or you just are out drinking, check your pulse. It'll be pounding. Not you,
oh.
other
Yeah,
people.
nah, but yeah, and then the NepiPen takes the pounding down like right away. Not necessarily 100% gone, but it's significantly. significantly not significantly better, significantly calmer on all fronts. And the more you take it, kind of the better it gets. And then, of course, because as we discussed earlier, because you're taking the EpiPen, your body is able to get it out. And then when you have the urge to throw up, throw up. Um, and
Yeah.
just watch the pulse get even calmer and calmer. And there was one point where my liver was calmer than I was surprised. I was like, oh, I thought I would think again. This is why taking the pulse is so good because you have an objective read and not just your opinion. Of like my liver is actually looking pretty good, like in terms of like considering what's going on right now. Uh, and the stomach was the one that took some more time to settle down, of course. But for what it's worth, you know, the NepiPen, and this is not the first time this has happened too. I've taken my pulse, and I used to take NepiPen every day because I had really bad breath. I had gut problems from earlier in my
Oh,
life,
oh, oh yeah. We should
TLDR.
talk about
But
that. We should talk about that for bad breath.
yeah, I had
I forgot about that. Dang.
that's a good thing. But I had bad breath, and I had bad breath. I you know I was brushing my teeth. I was showering, everything. I was trying to take care of myself, and I had when I was 16, I had strep throat, and I had a round of antibiotics, and like my stomach for the years of like 16 to whenever that was, maybe like 22 or 23 or so, my stomach was never the same. And I took NepiPen. I also did kombucha, but the NepiPen, I used to take it every single morning, and and I would burp quite a bit. I would burp and burp and burp, and then at some point, I don't know exactly how long it took for the bad breath to like go away completely.
It's been a
Maybe,
while.
maybe yeah. And when it went away, I forgot about it, and it's one of those things that just kind of like
Huh.
your body's like, it kind of like it's resolved. I guess. I
It's
guess. I
been
mean, I
a
haven't.
long time. Like I hardly remember that at all. It's been a long time since I had to tell you, hey man, check your breath.
Mhm. Um, yeah, I wonder how long. Oh, too bad I wasn't. Whatever.
Years, man. Years.
But, and then of
It's been
course there's
years.
like, of course in the holistic, sciences we also practice. We also get into lifestyle. We get into the mind and your habits and everything. So I was also doing all those, you know, working to make those changes in my life, but with the rocket fuel of the NepiPen and in this specific case, yes, the NepiPen and other herbs, but NepiPen specifically, like NepiPen was like my thing. Like I could have got a NepiPen tattoo on my calf, like I was taking it all the time. Like it was just like my thing. Like I had it on my desk. I have it in my bag as right now. Of course, I always have it in my bag wherever I go. Um, but like I took it all the time, and it did not taste bad. I got used to the taste or something, or I don't even know, but it didn't taste bad when I needed it, when I was taking it. It wasn't like, oh my God, I gotta take my herbs. Like it was like fine, just done. And to this day, you know, you can well, I kind of know, how I'm doing depending on how it tastes. And yesterday it was I didn't tell you this yet, Sifu, but my last dose of NepiPen, I didn't even drink water. I just put the dry herbs in my tongue. I
Oh,
swallowed it.
oh,
But it
that's
was
not too bad.
okay. It was okay. It didn't give me that like feeling of like because it's very bitter. It's
Hmm.
very bitter, very bitter. Like very is not a strong enough word for how bitter. But yeah, it's like it is literally a lifesaver. I don't think that's an exaggeration. It's literally
You
a lifesaver.
you didn't tell them how many times you went poop.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. Yes, I pooped once.
Okay.
I pooped once at the. I definitely pooped once
Farmer's market?
at the farmer's market, and
Mm.
I might have gone a second time. I think I went a second time. I think I went a second time after the farmer's market because I went to go to a little local coffee shop to grab a ginger ale.
Mm.
And I think I did. Yes, I did. I did. I remember I did. I went again. So I went twice. I went once maybe half an hour after taking the EpiPen, and then another time maybe like 4 hours after taking the EpiPen or so ish.
Mm-hmm.
About maybe like 7:30, 7:30 ish, 7 to 7:30 p.m. I went again.
What time did you
Uh,
eat the burger?
I ate the burger, so I called you at 3:05. I ate
Okay.
the burger probably at like 2:20, 2:30.
Okay. You called me around two something, but I didn't hear your call. And then I called you back about three. So from like two
Oh,
something to seven,
okay.
yeah,
I
you were
forgot.
able to nurse yourself back to health.
Hmm.
And then today you feel tired and drained, of course, because
Yeah, I'm not 100% back. I feel not like usually I like to get up and then I like to do some work in the garden. I probably won't do that. I mean, I'll probably water the plants, but like work, like I probably won't today. I'll probably take it easy on my stomach too. I'm just gonna listen to myself eat, like listen to myself eat, listen to my body. And like I said this morning, my I have an appetite, but my body doesn't want me to eat. It wants to not eat.
take your
It's just like
pulse. Take your pulse. What is it doing today?
okay, let's see. So
And if you do learn how to take your pulse, this is what a you can get a better consultation with me because I'm going to ask you. This diagnosis is super important. So one of the ways we diagnose what kind of herbs you should take is by taking your pulse. So if you're doing what most people are doing, which is like just researching it and thinking, oh, that herb sounds good, that herb sounds good, and then you're taking it, um, you 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 probably have a lower success rate than you should. Um, for instance, if you get the right herbs in your body, at my booth it says feel better in 3 minutes or less. So we have you take the herbs and I should see a change in your pulse or you should feel a difference right then and there. That is how it is when you diagnose properly. So if you're taking your your medications and nothing's happening, then you could be diagnosing wrong, or they could be very low doses or ineffective like um, form. We do know a guy that is in the vitamins and vitamin business, and I told him how these herbs are made, the herbs that I carry are made, and I tell them how many tests it goes through for purity and potency. And the potency tests, he said, are too expensive. They don't do that with over the counter vitamins or food supplements. So you just don't know, like you have no idea the dose you're taking, the efficiency of the dose you're taking. Like you could have a batch that was like a little more, has a little more of the active substance in it, and you would never know. You could have a batch that was has a little less, so you would never know. The reason you have a recommended amount on the back of the label is because just because people are going to ask, and that recommended amount is a safe level, safe for people. So if you screw it up, you'll still be safe kind of level, which is usually too low. So if you want something potent that works really quickly, I would recommend that you see me at the booth. Um, you get started learning how to take your pulse. I think it will take some years, but it's a good skill to learn and it's a good skill to pass down to your kids. Yes, Nigel, how was your pulse today?
so lung, I think my lung looks okay. It looks the healthiest of all six. The stomach is where it's is in its home, but it's thin.
Thin,
Um,
okay.
and my right kidney is weaker than usual.
Right
It
kidney's
doesn't.
weaker, right kidney's weaker. Um, yeah, that's from being weak. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And then
Did you sleep
on my
well?
left,
Right kidney sleep
I
and diet,
have
right? So your stomach's weak, so your right kidney's gonna be weak. And then if you didn't sleep
yeah,
well, then the right kidney's weak as well.
my sleep was kind of weird. Like in the for the past several days, I've been having like so many dreams, like so many dreams, like very, very involved
Okay.
dreams.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So we
uh,
can't say anything about that for your
yeah,
for your. What about liver?
liver is thin, but it's not okay. I need some help making distinction here. So my liver is thin. It seems like it's where it's supposed to be. My stomach is also thin. Seems like where it's supposed to be, but it's stronger than the liver, but I wouldn't say it's pounding. Maybe that's a mistake, but it's not. The liver feels calmer than the stomach. But I wouldn't get to the stomach. Stomach's not to the level where it's like boom, boom, boom. It's just stronger than the liver. If I'm
Yeah,
being
yeah. No, I'm looking. I'm trying to see in my head. So um we need to get your appetite back, basically. Appetite back is something like, well, you took strong stomach, right, yesterday?
I did.
You might try to take some digestives today, like um, fennel, cumin, coriander tea, just to warm up the blood flow in your stomach area. Just some warm tea or something in your stomach area. Let me know if that feels better or worse.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so what you're watching is you're watching me in the process of analyzing cases like this. This is how you get better as a holistic healer. I don't want to say doctor because my audience is going to just be like holistic healers. You don't necessarily have to be a doctor to do all this other stuff. Yeah. You really just have to be a doctor to buy certain things and to be the one that people trust because you have a license. Like you have something at stake. Um, but most of these things, people are going to play around with it anyway, and you might as well learn how to diagnose it properly. So if you want, um, contact us on Instagram, come to our farmers market booth, email us. I think the links must be in my profile, and you can be in a Zoom class where I pay more attention to you. Or if you want, you can. I know Sharice has lovingly disabled ads for the first for 45 minutes or so, but eventually you're going to see ads and maybe you'll miss something. But if you want
I,
to disable ads, I think you can subscribe with Prime, Amazon Prime.
I think it has actually been it says it's running ads, so
Yeah, it's running ads. So if if you want to watch us without ads, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe for free. We get something like $2.50 a month. That's probably the cheapest way you can do it and ask questions in the chat room. But other than that, if you buy something from us, $90 or more purchase, then we give you your money back in the form of a gift certificate that you can use for class. Or if you buy a class for $90 a month, then we give you that money back to buy herbs or any kind of product in our booth or any services like Tui Na, which is like Chinese orthopedics and physical therapy. You can attend like some kung fu classes or tai chi classes or whatever, some Eastern martial arts classes. You can learn whatever you want from me. So whatever is in my skill set to learn, you can learn that from me for that price. And we pretty much will set up a Zoom call meeting, and yeah, you'll get mentored in Eastern holistic sciences, including Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, kung fu. Kung fu is a medicine, that physical movement, like the body medicine, how to be stronger in your body and your mind. So mentally, um, of course, meditation is always there. But the softer arts did you the softer arts like culture wise, why why respectfulness is required in martial arts. You get like some Asian culture, you know. So, did you disable the ads, Sharice? Did you push that button when I see it pop up? Ads were disabled for like
No, they're
62
automatically
minutes.
scheduled.
Oh, they get scheduled ads. So it kind of like interrupts during our
Probably.
stream.
I was just looking at the
Oh
activity. So
yeah. So Lewis
yeah,
says, "Hi, I bought
it's
product
already
9."
run for the
Yep.
ad.
But was in person. Not sure if that counts. Yeah. Um, I don't know how to link your Amazon Prime. I think you just sign in on your computer, and I don't know how Twitch knows.
I think you have to do it on the computer. I was trying to figure out how to do
I don't
it
think
from
you
my
do it on the
phone,
phone. I
but I
think you
had
have to do it
to
on a computer.
because I thought it let me subscribe, but when I went to it on my phone before I
Yeah.
got um it wasn't showing up at all. So,
I
but
get
I
the
haven't had
ads.
ads on mine, so maybe it's because I did subscribe.
Yeah, because you subscribed, you didn't get
But
ads. So
also
I
maybe because I'm a
subscribed
mod.
too.
So.
I subscribed too, so I'm not getting ads. So finally over. Okay, so if you're gonna get interrupted with ads, do you have a computer? And then yeah, Nigel will set you up for your meditation class. If you're down to do it online
Oh,
too, and you're not shy, we'll do it online. What's up, Nigel?
yeah. I think I know. I think
I
I'm
know who
sorry.
this is.
So
I'm sure
my,
I
my
know.
brain is
I know
slow.
who
I'm
this
sorry.
is now.
I just realized who
Just
it is.
don't out
Yes,
him. Yeah.
I shall not. But I sent my good friend. I sent you a text this morning. If you did not get it, please let me know because we have spotty service. But I did send you a text this morning where I intended to. So if you didn't get it or something like that, send you should have my cards. And I have your email. I'll get in touch with you.
And Nigel, you put like 31070-6423 question mark as our
Oh my
phone
God.
number.
Let me. Thank you. Thank
You're welcome.
you. Ooh, that's not right. Can I edit messages? Oh, let me. Okay, I don't think I can.
Yeah, since he's here, meditation, huh? Meditation. You start by exercising. I know you have trouble exercising, but go to Nigel's like class and do some stretching, some tendon changing exercises. You don't always have to do weight bearing exercise. You can do tendon stretching exercise. It's called like tendon changing exercise. So I know you like kung fu and I know you like this kind of thing. The springiness. We do Tai Chi and praying mantis kung fu, which is heavily dependent upon springiness. Springiness is equivalent to like, oh, maybe I have a rubber band here. Nope, I don't. To like, okay, so what's spring loaded that is not really uh like a
What?
whip.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say another weapon, but a whip. A whip is like spring loaded. Um, darn.
Oh, I see. Okay.
A slingshot. A slingshot. Slingshots are terribly destructive. There are like wrist slingshots where you get like a BB and you can penetrate something like into trees several inches into a tree. So and it can cause quite a bit of damage. So it takes 18 months anyway to make a change in your body doing kung fu, and you have to do it like consistently. I do teach a form a form of a Tai Chi form of iron body. I did teach iron body too. We can do that. I'm less I'm less excited about iron palm and iron body because it kind of deforms your bones. But the soft one, the soft iron that we have is called steel wrapped in cotton. And my hands don't look deformed. My body doesn't look deformed. It's not a hard style, it's a soft style. And maybe one day when I can find my breakable boards, I'll show you. But it's based on explosive, very relaxed, very explosive um, chi or energy that you can cultivate. Like lightning is very soft. It's not stiff. Yeah, lightning is not stiff yet it can break a tree into toothpicks. So this we will cultivate through meditation, through breath, through habit. Like you have to live this art if you're going to get results. The reason the hard martial arts are more popular is because in the beginning, the soft martial arts will not win hard. Yeah, whoever is stronger physically is going to win at first. But then the soft arts start to become equal to the hard arts, and then the hard arts have a limit, which is your body. But the soft arts don't seem to have a limit. They can keep going because you can develop your chi to the point where you can you should be able to defeat an untrained opponent twice your body weight. So I'm about 150. I should be able to move someone 300 pounds. I can move someone 300 pounds. Even when I was like 120, I could move someone 300 pounds. So at 150, I can definitely move someone 300 pounds that doesn't want to be moved with no training, with no training in Kung Fu. Yeah. Yeah, of course, if you're bigger, you have more mass. The other thing is if you have fast twitch muscles, speed beats mass, or speed kills, we say. Think of a think of how a bullet works or how an arrow works. It's so small, it's so light. The arrow's so light. I am much heavier than an arrow. But if I can develop the speed and the pointedness of an arrow, I can be just as effective. So it kind of goes with, for me, the pointedness is effective. I'm an acupuncturist, so I have the aim and all. Anyway, yeah, set up your classes. It sounds like we're gonna have a lot of fun. It seems to be your interest, and we'll take it step by step. But all I wanted you to walk away with is all because your body may be a little injured right now. You can start training right away. I recommend you train right away. It takes 18 months for those memories to get locked into your body where you don't lose them anymore. Okay. So I didn't lift weights for probably 2 decades, probably around there or more. Um, and muscles have memory. So I went back to the gym probably about 2 months ago, and I'm lifting close to 70 to 80% of my max that I used to lift when I was 20 something years old. So that's due to the consistency over time. That's due to doing it for years. And so you might as well start. You might as well start. Um, and if you want to start, just start by breathing deeply. You're gonna need it forever. You're gonna need it for all of your training. The deep breathing, you know? Cool, cool. I hope he's not in the commercial. But yeah, if you have a laptop or if you can get on a public library computer, you can subscribe that way. I think after I set it up though, I can subscribe on my phone now. I think that's how I did it this time. But once you set it up, you can subscribe on your phone. Cool. So, like, anything else? Is there anything else we need to know about NepiPen that it
I
also
have,
takes away bad breath? Yeah, Nudge.
well, if it helps for our case study right now, about 5 minutes ago, I got a sudden urge of hunger. Like now I feel like eating. So I have some like I have some like carrots and celery. I can make like you think I can make like a vegetable soup or something like that with rice maybe or
Like
You know
Italian.
what
too heavy?
would be good? No, it would be good, but if you have any mung beans, any beans to add to it,
Oh, I do have yeah, of course detoxify. I have them.
detoxifying, yeah, mung beans with the green part on, whole mung beans are quite
Mm-hmm.
detoxifying for all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of chemicals.
Yes. I don't have anything pre-soaked, but I suppose
Oh, you
it'd be
want to eat
okay.
now? Okay. I mean, mung beans, you can boil the heck out of them and they're so small, they'll still soften up. It just might take a little bit. Or make them separately. Put some ice sugar or some monk fruit in it and make a mung bean, simultaneously cook it somewhere else because you kind of need it. It would be
Okay.
good to have. It'd be good to follow up
Okay.
with that.
Yeah. I'll
Some
I can
some
mhm.
digestive spices. You have cumin, coriander, like that.
Yes.
Put that in
Yes.
your vegetable soup.
Okay. Yeah, I mean I don't have anything. I don't have to leave today, so I can just cook it for a long time, let it
Let it simmer. Not too long,
yeah.
or you cook away all the healthy parts.
Okay.
Go make a tea from cumin, coriander, fennel. Make a warm tea. See if your blood vessels open up. If not, you have gasha juyutang. You have gasha
Yeah.
juyutang all by itself.
Se maybe Mm, maybe maybe possibly.
Okay, then. This is where ginseng comes in handy too. You have renshen, xiangshen, something.
I might have Xiang Shen. I might
Try to put that in your soup. Ginseng, ooh, we could talk about ginseng.
how much?
Ginseng, you have the granules. I would just put 1 spoon, half a teaspoon.
Okay.
You don't need a lot. Ginseng, people say it's for energy. I would like you to try it. I would like you to try it with some food, with some carrots or celery or something, soup,
Hmm.
with some vegetable soup. The ginseng, because it's for absorption, it's for nutrient absorption. And your stomach being thin is not absorbing right now. So I'd like to see if you get energy back if you put ginseng in your vegetable soup.
Okay.
It should help you absorb nutrients. Ginseng is known for energy only because it helps absorb nutrients. It is a mistranslation that made people think that they should take ginseng shots. If you are honest, you know it doesn't work. They have to put
Mm.
caffeine to make you think it works.
Oh.
Yeah, guarana, they put like caffeine in it, and you're really just getting caffeine, which makes you think the ginseng shot works, and sugar. Caffeine and sugar, you might as well just have a coffee. So if you take ginseng by itself, you will find nothing happens unless you have it with food. And even more so, nothing happens unless like your digestion is weak. And this theory checks out with Ayurveda. Your digestive fire gives you your energy. So ginseng helps especially with digestive fire in a different way than cumin, coriander, fennel does. It's for absorption. Yeah. Well, they're all for absorption in some way, but it goes to different organs, goes to different places. Anyway, there are digestives for different kinds of food. For meat, it's a certain kind of herb. For grains, it's a different kind of herb. For alcohol digestion, it's a different kind of herb. So ginseng is for nutrition digestion. Cumin, coriander, fennel is for you to break down your foods and to strengthen your agni in your stomach. And fennel, of course, oh, not of course, but fennel is additionally better for women because it helps you to warm the uterus. Okay, so you just need cumin, coriander, especially coriander because you run hot. Cumin is warming, coriander is cooling. So even in the same digestives, we can break down the differentiation for who should use it when. Good. I think that's probably a good place to stop. I'm going to talk to Charisse for a second. I'm going to stop stream now. Thanks everybody for coming. Good to see you guys. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me get on Twitch. See who's here. I can't tell. I forget how to push. Ah, oh well. Well, eventually I'll see you. I'll see you when I see you. Thanks. See you guys Wednesday. I have our normal live show. Our normal programming is on Wednesdays at 9. Are you still going to be able to do that?
Oh yeah, I'll be there
Okay.
when.
Okay, Wednesdays at 9. All right. See you. Bye.